And welcome back to Prep Recruiting Inside of PRI. I'm the coach of PRI along with Renee Nato. This is Rick Gailey, and this is a National Signing Day special. And just want to let you know that full coverage of Signing Day can be found at SportsNOLA.com, the best site for everything prep, especially recruiting. We're heading across Lake Pontchartrain to the North Shore and finding out some of the great athletes that signed here on National Signing Day. We head north.
Mississippi State, congratulations. You made that decision fairly early on. You must have been pretty sold on going to Starkville.
Yes, sir. I went over there twice during school last year and twice over the summer, and I fell in love with it. I felt like my first time going there. The coaches and the players, they greeted me very well, and I feel like that was the right place for me.
Your buddy Edwin going to LSU, so you'll be competing with him directly, even though you'll both be on the same side of the ball. You already started the bragging rights thing and razzing each other a bit?
Well, two days after our last game, that's why we talked. It was like we was best friends during the season, but now we're enemies. So it's a big rivalry. We talk about that every day, and we're just very excited to play against each other next year.
Ken Trahan with Edwin Alexander of St. Thomas Aquinas, staying close to home. Rock and a jump and a skip and a throw to Baton Rouge, going to LSU. That has to feel awfully good.
Yeah, it feels good. I grew up being a big fan of LSU. I always loved it there. I always visited with them when I was younger, going to their games, and I just loved it down there. And it's home.
What did it feel like when they made the official offer to you, having grown up around and been such a fan of theirs?
It was an awesome feeling for me and my parents and the rest of my family. It's a big excitement. The people that support me, they were excited, and it's just a great feeling.
One of the things they've lacked in the last year or two is depth on their defensive line, and especially size inside. That's something they really have needed to enhance, and obviously that's something that you can provide.
Yes, sir. Last year they didn't sign any interior guys, and I'm looking forward to going there and working hard and try to earn me a spot. I know that they moved to the 3-4, but they still play the 3 front, so a bunch of guys will get to play and have fun.
I was going to ask you that next because they changed defensive coordinators, and yeah. I'm sure you've had a chance to speak with Coach Aranda. Your impressions about what he will be able to bring?
He's a nice coach. He has a great personality. I love him, and I'm looking forward to working with him. Don't know too much about him yet. When I get up there, I'm just looking forward to playing for him.
You got a guy in Glenn Logan from Destrehan that's heading that way as well. Similar skill set, plays inside defensively. Have you talked to him at all?
Yeah, I talked to him. He's a real quiet dude. He's kind of like me. I don't talk much, but he's a good player. I've seen him play, and Rashard Lawrence is another. He's a really good player. He has a great personality. Good guys to hang around and be around. It's just fun being around.
Ken Trahan visiting with Kenny Sears of St. Paul's, soon to be a Demon at Northwestern State. First of all, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
We'll talk a little bit about the decision first and foremost. You had an opportunity to play as a junior and then, of course, play almost exclusively at the position as a senior. How do you arrive at Northwestern State?
Right. Well, over these past 2 years, I had to work really hard to, earn a spot on the field playing for St. Paul's, and it really taught me a lot. And, I'm lucky to have my dad really guided me throughout the recruiting process to, make a smart decision. And I definitely think Northwestern State is a great place and, the right place for me.
In a league that is comprised of schools in this region in Louisiana, which is good for family, isn't it?
Exactly. They'll get to come up to all my home games, and half my away games are in the state, and it's a lot of big rivalries. Nicholls State, McNeese, Southeastern, those are all real big games for Northwestern State, so I'm excited to be a part of that. Congratulations
to you. Obviously this is a big day for you and something that you've been looking forward to for a long time.
Yes, sir.
Talk about the decision. I know it wasn't easy. You committed fairly early, and then you thought about it with some other opportunities and ultimately decided to stay home.
When I committed, I was very excited about the offer, and so I jumped right on it. And then Georgia Tech came later on into the process, and they kind of influenced me, and then I've been thinking about it for the past few weeks, and LSU is the right place for me.
It's never easy because even when you say, hey, I'm going to this school, the others stay after you, and that's not an easy thing, A, to consider all these possibilities, and B, to tell people no.
Yes, sir, and they're both were great choices, and, you know, I would have been good at any one of them.
You look at LSU, and everybody has their recruiting class ranked right at the top. That has to be pleasing to be part of that because you're part of the reason. The other part is there's a lot of competition there.
Yes, sir, definitely. I'm a competitive player, and go in and do what I have to do to compete for a starting spot.
You look at what LSU does offensively. They like to mash people. I mean, they want to line up and just mash you, and you are certainly fit to do that.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Talk about your strengths, what you feel like is really good about your game, and also what you need to work on.
First, I'm starting on what I need to work on, pass protection. That's my biggest flaw. You know, we don't really do that much here, but going on, I've been working hard on it, and run blocking, that's my specialty. You know, I'm a road grader.
Ken Trahan with the Ogeron brothers, twins, call them what you may, call them McNeese State Cowboys because that's where they're heading from, Mandeville High School, Cody and Parker. First of all, congratulations to both of you. And Cody, I'll start with you. Talk about the opportunity and the decision to stay pretty close to home and play in a conference that encompasses a lot of Louisiana schools.
You know, it's great. You know, it's a great opportunity that I couldn't pass up on. You know, I'm going to be there with my brother, a few other teammates, Connor Lockhart. He's going to be there attending McNeese with us, so it's a great opportunity that I couldn't pass up on. I'm looking forward just to going and compete and, you know, give it my all.
Having the opportunity to play quarterback, how important was that to you?
It was awesome. You know, I've played quarterback my whole life when I played football, so looking forward just to further my game there.
You know, you look at McNeese State, and I mentioned the fact that they're in the Southland, and of course you have an opportunity to play throughout Louisiana, and your family will have a chance to see you.
Yes,
maybe
sir.
Dad not so much, but at least family,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir, absolutely. My grandma, she's in La Rose. You know, she's going to be attending every game as possible, and of course every other family member too.
And what about Parker as a player?
You know, he just makes me look good. I know I can put the ball anywhere in his radius. He's going to go up and make a play, so I just have full confidence throwing the ball to him.
All right, Parker, so he tells his story about that. Now, do you make him a better player or does he make you a better player?
I mean, he definitely makes me look good. I mean, the quarterback has to do all the thinking. He has to do all the hard things. Honestly, junior year, I had to play quarterback. I know for sure I could not step back there and throw the ball like he could, make those reads. But, yeah, he's a awesome player, and he's got a very high ceiling. He's only played 1 year, so I'm excited about that.
Talk about the opportunity to play at McNeese State and to play with your brother.
I mean, I'm excited. The coaches, they've recruited us very well. We made relationships with them. And when they offered my brother, I knew it was just something special that God wanted me to go to McNeese to go play football with my brother, and that was just very exciting.
You talk about the measurables, what it takes to be a wide receiver in college football. What about defying the odds? You know, you're not the tallest, you're not the fastest, you're just solid in all aspects.
Yeah, I mean, I know I got the heart to play the game. I love the game. I love to compete, and that's what I'm going to bring.
You know, Louisiana can't hold all the talent here. We're busting at the seams, Rick, and it gave opportunity to some young men to go outside of the state, and sometimes that's the best choice for them. They want to go see what it's like outside of the state, and congratulations to all those young men wherever they sign. There's no bad day in signing day.
Plenty of opportunity for our athletes here in Louisiana. It's like no other when you look at prospects per capita. Just awesome. That was the North Shore. We're going to keep going on around the area when we come back after this timeout. This is Prep Recruiting Inside of PRI, the National Signing Day Special. We will be right back with more great interviews.